Aaron, as a lawyer, the only guarantee I'll ever give you is that one day you're going to die.
So Ian, what happens to your superannuation savings when you're actually no longer here?
This is a very complex and detailed question. The first thing I need to tell you though is that you cannot make provision in your will for the payment of your superannuation death benefits. Super is not a personal asset like your home or your car, your golf clubs, your boat, your goldfish. If your solicitor has made provision in your will for this, it's invalid. It doesn't help.
That's right, Ian. It is important to remember that all super funds are trusts. There are special rules that surround trusts, and an SMSF is no different.
Fortunately, a member of an SMSF can give a specific written direction to the trustee of their SMSF when they are live, indicating what they want done with their super after they have passed on. This direction is called a death benefit nomination.
It depends on what is in the trust deed of your fund as to how a death benefit nomination is to operate. The trust deed is the answer and a very important document, not just for death benefit payments.
In the trust deed that I provide clients, there are a series of death benefit nominations: non-binding, binding, lapsing, and binding non-lapsing nominations, with the most powerful nomination, Aaron, being an SMSF will.
As the terms indicate, a non-binding nomination does not bind the trustee. At the time of your death, it would be up to the then trustee of your SMSF to pay out the benefits as it saw fit. In many respects, a binding lapsing nomination can have the same effect.
A binding non-lapsing nomination has an unlimited lifetime, but usually it's not specific as to the type of assets or benefits to be paid to whomever after your death. The SMSF will, Aaron, however, will never lapse. It's set in stone as it becomes a rule of your SMSF. You can, like your estate will, make specific provisions as to exactly who will get what when you are gone. This is very tax effective and asset protective. Additionally, the SMSF will allows you to nominate who will be your replacement trustee when you are gone. This is another protective measure to make sure things happen the way you want them to when you're no longer here.
So I guess, Ian, we need to remember though that you can only pay your death benefits to certain parties when you are dead and gone.
That's correct. For there to be no tax paid when death benefits are paid, they must be paid to your spouse, your de facto partner, any of your children who are under 18 years of age and still full-time schooling.
So Ian, what about people who are unrelated but are in a very close personal relationship?
What you're referring to here, Aaron, is an interdependent relationship. This plus financial dependency is quite detailed and complex. You can access further information about these topics on the Academy website. Importantly though, it must be remembered a disabled child, regardless of how old they are, will always be a dependent to qualify to be paid death benefits. All the parties we've referred to so far are called tax dependents. If your death benefits are paid to them, then no tax is paid on your death benefits.
And so Ian, what happens when there are no longer any tax dependents?
Aaron, the benefits can be paid to adult children who are financially independent and classified as non-dependents. If you want your benefits paid to anyone else, it must be paid through your estate. There are, however, tax consequences if your death benefits are paid to non-tax dependents. The executor of your will, known as your personal legal representative, can be paid your superannuation death benefits. If this was done, you must then make provision in your will as to who will be paid the benefits. Depending on who they are, will depend if any tax on the benefits will be paid at all.
Regularly today, the value of the amount that you have in super is more than the value of your assets outside of super and those that represent your estate. Therefore, you need to give very serious attention to how your superannuation death benefits are paid.
As was mentioned previously, the payment of superannuation death benefits is very detailed and complex. I also recommend that the payment of superannuation death benefits not be dealt with in isolation. They play an important part in your total estate plan. Consult a solicitor who knows about super when looking at your estate planning issues. Not all legal practitioners know about super, Aaron.
You can find out more information about this topic on the Academy website. We strongly recommend that you seek advice in this area from an accredited SMSF specialist advisor. Thank you for taking the time to visit our website.